Yo, what up? I'm gonna be going over Mass Effect 2, so stick around. Hope you enjoy. Alright?
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Man, that's some dangerous shit. So, as you can see, right away when the game starts, you get fucking attacked. You find out later on that you were attacked by the collectors, not the Geth. Although you do fight the Geth in this game too, a little bit. But yeah, damn, that looks badass, right? It's not really a spoiler because it starts right off when you start the game. You get attacked, the Normandy gets destroyed, and I guess the spoiler alert, Shepard gets blown out the fucking airlock and into space and dies. Here we go with many of the characters going through the list. The first one we got is Miranda Lawson. New character, Cerberus chick. She works for Cerberus. If those, I guess in the first one you kind of deal with Cerberus, but they actually rebuild you and shit. She works for them now, and then she's basically, as she puts it, perfect in every single way. And yes, she can be romanced, but only by male characters. So keep that in mind. But she is pretty hot, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on that. Our next character is another Cerberus agent called I forget his name. Jacob? Yeah, Jacob. His name was Jacob. I don't really care about him. He's just their character, you know. He's pretty cool though. He's a cool dude. He has a cool side story he goes to. He used to work for the Alliance. He worked for Cerberus because of the money and the beer and shit. That's what basically that's what he says. All right. Next character is Sayid, mercenary. You get him right off the bat when you go to Omega, which is basically like the Citadel for the Terminus systems. He's violent. He used to run the Blue Suns, and I'll get into that later. But yeah, he's probably the coolest one there. Besides, you know, a returning character from number one, Garrus, Vicarian. As you remember, Garrus, he was that Tyrion who used to work for CSEC. Now he's a vigilante in the Terminus system. He's basically like Batman, but he shoots people. So, you know, Batman don't shoot people. So that's pretty cool to have him, you know, familiar face back from the first game. That's awesome, man. And then going down the list, we go to Mordin Solus. First time Silurian companion. I never had one before. We never had one in the first one. He's very smart, intelligent motherfucker. He used to work for STG, basically Silurian fucking special forces, and he's actually the one who modified the genophage, which you remember. Yeah, and he can sing too. That motherfucker can sing, right? Fuck. Our next companion that we get is actually another female humanoid, biotic rampaging monster. Trust me, when you first see her, it's like, what the fuck? Did she bust through that? She's completely tatted up. Literally, she can walk around naked. You not even know she's naked because she hardly wears clothes anyways. Her name is Jack. Yes, she is more romanceable, only for a male character. Which is weird because she literally says she slept with girls before, but she's not into that, so whatever. But she is a pretty powerful companion. Close range, definitely. Backstory is pretty interesting. She was experimented on by Cerberus, and so she doesn't really trust you right off the bat, but you know, Shepard's job is to make everyone trust Shepard. So that's pretty cool. Alright, going down more, we got another Krogan on our team. No, it's not Rex. I know. I was kind of disappointed it wasn't that motherfucker. But it's kind of cool, I guess. It's a tank-bred Krogan. I mean, not my first choice. I go back with Rex, but Rex is pretty busy. So we get Grunt. You basically bring him to life, releasing him from the fucking tank. You could choose not to, and not have him in your party. He basically dies, I guess. I don't know. I've never done it, but I know you can if you want not to release him. So it's up to you. But he helps you out a lot. He's a Krogan, so he's up and close, shotgun, and he has biotics. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Well, whatever. Alright, so originally in the game, this character wasn't in it. Her name is Kasumi. But with the DLC released, you know, it added Sayid and Kasumi. So we have a super secret spy human. I think it's human, right? But she's a secret spy, whatever. She steals shit, man. So watch your wallet out there. Not romanceable, so. And then we have another returning character from the fucking first game, Tali. Voss something. I forget because I've been playing the third one and shit and messes it up. I'm just going with Voss normally. As you remember, Tali was that girl you rescued from the Citadel. Well, now you rescue her again. And guess what, man? In this game, she's romanceable. Only by male character, though. So if you're in that male character, dude, go for it, man. Because Tali is probably one of my favorite companions from all times, besides Garrus and Liara. Because, damn, dude, go for it. You guys, no, I'm not going to ruin it. No spoilers, so we'll continue down with the list. Alright, the next character we get is, oh, of course you gotta have an Aria on the team. And no, it's not Liara from the first one. It's this badass fucking... Damn, I can't even... the titties got me. But, this badass old Aria. I swear to God, man, the older they get, the hotter they get. I'm just saying, man. That's what I seen from this game. Liara's mom, and then now this girl, you know who that is? Samara. So, she's just a car. Just cars are like the equivalent of knights for us. They go around killing delivering justice. Basically really black and white. They just see the world in black and white. There's no gray for them. If you're doing something illegal, they will fucking judge you and kill you. Like she's killing this fucking commando right now. Damn, snap that bitch's neck. But overall, man, she's really powerful. Is she romanceable? No. Sadly, no. So our next bro going down the list is Thane Krios, a new alien species introduced to this game, because we didn't see it in the first one. He is a Drell, male, assassin. He's very good too. Is he romanceable? Yes, only for a female. So, like I said though, he's a new species introduced. Mass Effect 2 introduces a new species, so that's pretty cool. Drell, basically, they lived on a dying homeworld, and Hanar uplifted them, and then they train them as fucking basically ninjas. That's literally it. He's pretty cool though. I actually like him. He's not that bad. His backstory, like I said, he's a ninja, but he does have a family. Help him out with that. Joins the group because he's dying. He has an illness that is terminal, so he only has time, so he doesn't give a fuck if he dies. So let's go, man. Let's see, who else is in our group? Oh, almost forgot, man. The most weird one, we get fucking Legion. A Geth. What? Yes. It's not really a spoiler, because he is a companion, and anyone should know. But you don't really get him till the end of the game, basically. But hey, a Geth. That's all I got to say. And it fucking talks. Wow. Yeah, that causes trouble with Liara. Not Liara, with Tali. So, be prepared for that. And of course, you got some returning characters like the Joker. You know, the pilot, Seth Green. That's badass. And we got a new character, too, Edie. And an artificial intelligence. Not completely unshackled, but she does get unshackled. So, but she's pretty cool, though. Don't worry. She's awesome. AI, I like it right away. I don't give a fuck. If the ship, she can fly the ship, go ahead. Fuck it. But yeah, that's a lot of companions. This game had a shit ton of companions, probably like 11. I'm not sure. I'll count it again. But we do have some not returning cast, but recurring characters who have cameos. Like Ashley, she comes back, or Kaidan, depending on who you saved. I always save Ashley because fuck Kaidan. So we see her. She's in this colony world getting hit by collectors. You go and save it. And then of course, you get to see my man Rex. Unless you killed him in the first one. I don't know why you would do that. Rex is awesome. He's basically went back to Chuchanka, homeworld of the Krogan, to try and rule it as a badass Krogan. Look at that badass. Yeah. And of course, I guess she was kind of a playable character, her companion, Liara, only when you get her in the DLC. Other than that, she doesn't join your group. She's out trying to look for the Shadow Broker, this guy who has all the shit. If you romance her, she kisses you when you meet her. If not, she just hugs you. It's okay, man. I kind of wish she was in the game. but she kind of is because of the DLC. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, she comes back out. Other appearances are like Anderson. Remember him? He comes out again. Only when you go to the Citadel, but you don't really need to go to the Citadel much. I mean, if you want to do some of the side missions and shit, but you can skip that if you want. But some characters, not never mind. But yeah, you get to see the Citadel again, kind of rebuild it from the attack in the first game, but you kind of hang out in a different place. Oh yeah, you get a new yeoman, Kelly Chambers. She's basically replaces Presley from the first game, and is she romanceable? Kind of. She kind of just strips for you in her cabin if you do it right. And then you meet the owner of the new, basically the Crucible, the Terminus system, called Omega. Her name is fucking Aria Tloak. And then, of course, you get introduced to these fucking pirate gangs or mercenary groups, like Eclipse, who mostly comprise of Asari, Silurian, some humans, but that's basically it. Those are the main races it comprises of. They usually wear yellow outfits and shit with yellow armor. And then you have the Blood Pact, the second of the biggest mercenary groups in the Terminus systems. They mostly comprise of Krogan and Vorcha. Vorcha, these little creepy things, are basically a new species introduced. They only really hang out in the Terminus. They don't really hang out in Asari controlled space. So, or council controlled space. But yeah, they roll together in this fucking giant ass Blood Pact mercenary gang. They make good bodyguards and shit. And then the last ones, like I said, were the Blue Suns. They basically comprise of humans, Turians. So they basically take anyone that's cool. But you mostly see Turians, humans, and Batarians. Batarians, of course, you remember, were those groups from the fucking first game and the DLC. You saw them. They have like 4 eyes going down. But whatever. And so like I said, collectors, basically these weird looking bug creatures. They come from some weird place in space. No one knows where they live. People rarely see these guys, but now they're working for the Reapers. Then you find out some shit about them. Trust me, I'm not gonna spoil that shit. You guys gotta watch that shit. Of course, they got some advanced technology because they work for the Reapers, so it's hard to take down a ship. But you can't hit it. You can hurt their ships. Don't worry about it. And of course, the guy who revives you after you die is the Illusive Man, who basically runs Cerberus. Right away, don't trust that motherfucker. I don't trust that motherfucker. He's too slick. He's Cerberus. Fuck that guy. I'll shoot him if I ever see him. So fuck him. That's all I'm gonna say about that asshole. Alright? You'll see what I mean, alright? Just even going around like space, you meet some interesting people. Like there's this Asari bartenderess who's actually matriarch, who has some interesting stories.
Babe, can I get you anything? Sorry, no sex. Just cleaned the bar.
Damn, should've got there earlier. But anyways, she's interesting. I remember the first time I played it, I'm like, man, her story matches with someone else's story. I'm not going to give it away because it's important in number 3. Trust me. Anyways, like I said, this game, there's a lot to do besides the main story. You could go exploring the galaxy. You can't really explore like in number 1, but you can still do it, whatever. DLC's awesome. Literally, this is the best Mass Effect game. Compared to 1 and 2, 1 and 3, hell yeah. This is the best one. You get to, what? Fucking 3, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, at least 10 companions. I don't know, man. 10, 12 companions with the DLC ones. That's a lot of fools to take along with you, man. Whew. Oh, man, this game, amazing. Definitely a must-own. You can skip number 1 if you want. The combat system is improved beyond from the first one. There, you can't throw grenades. The weapons don't recharge like they did in the first one. You had to actually get clips. That's weird, right? But overall, man, I'm gonna have to give this game a 10 out of 10. Even today, the story's pretty good. The combat is awesome. The exploring. Dude, go play this game. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. See y'all later.